Okay, so this tragic story I'm about to share with you guys should serve as a reminder that domestic violence is a horrible scenario that one must never underestimate. Why doesn't she just leave? Many ask when it comes to a woman suffering at the hands of her abuser. Well, to simply put it, once a woman decides to leave her abusive partner, her chance of getting murdered by her abuser increases up to 80%. 80%. Can you even fathom this? You see, an abusive partner instills fear in the victim's heart. It gets to a point where the victim feels that, shall she muster up the courage to finally get up and walk out? The fear of the unknown creeps in her mind, and thus it becomes a vicious cycle of what is medically termed as domestic violence syndrome. Now, it is apparent that a woman by the name of Michelle Farrells took that leap of faith and left her abusive husband, 27-year-old Leland Foster of Ada, Oklahoma, whom she had two children with, a pair of twins merely 3 months old. Now, Foster had quite a rap sheet, and I'm speaking of him of past terms because he was shot and killed yesterday by one of Michelle's neighbors, whom was alerted by a frantic, scared 12-year-old who was in Farrell's home at the time when her estranged husband barged into her home, dragged her into the bathroom, yielding a knife, and began drowning her twins right before her eyes. Now, this young man, he wasn't playing. He realized that he lost control over his victim, over his estranged wife, and he was he was just gonna do her in, do the kids in, and kill himself. I wholeheartedly believe this. Now, there's two heroes here within the story, okay? One is a 12-year-old girl who, by the grace of God, managed to flee the house while this nightmare was unfolding before her eyes, okay? And ran to a neighbor's house begging for help. Now, the neighbor, Cash Freeman, without a second thought, grabbed his gun, stormed right into Farrell's home, went straight up to Foster, and shot him twice in the back. This is our second hero. You see, this brave young man risked his life to save three. And this is an incredible story. And had it not been for the heroic neighbor's quick thinking, I guarantee you, without a doubt, the outcome would have been that of a horrific one. Most likely with the all too common murder-suicide scenario that we often hear when it comes to domestic violence. Now, thankfully, the twins are doing great according to the NBC News clip that I was reading before. And big ups to Cash Freeman. And God bless this heroic young man. And it's not too often where we hear an outcome where the victim's life was spared thanks to the heroic efforts of a hero in his own right. Well, folks, with that being said, it's time to wrap it up. Please like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at Viner Julia Gallardo.